High school basketball is on the air. Hi, this is Larry Proietti, inviting you to join Nick Proietti and me for State 4A basketball as the Cheyenne Thunderbirds and the Lady Thunderbirds compete at Natrona High School and the Ford Wyoming Center. High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE is being brought to you by our fine sports sponsors. Hey, it's State 4A tournament time, and it's going on again in Casper at Natrona High School and the Ford Wyoming Center. Cheyenne East and the Lady Thunderbirds are in action. We'll have the pregame show coming up and then the opening tap right here on 1480 KRAE.
Won't end as the Phillies of Cody just about 38 seconds away from that magical season, running the table and becoming state champion, dethroning Cheyenne East last night in the semifinals, and right now they are having their way with the Thunder Basin Lady Bolts 60-50.
As I said, game won't end. I don't know if they're really having their way. Again, Thunder Basin making a charge here late in this ball game, but again, it is still a double-digit lead. Again, 10 points for Cody Phillies that again are at the line right now. But as we focus up, as again it is now our final contest of the regular, at least for the season, I should say. Again, it is state championship on the boys' side between Laramie and Cheyenne East. As right now East comes into this contest, a 2 seed out of the East, 3 seed for the Laramie Plainsmen. These teams have met 3 times so far this year, twice in the regular season, once in the postseason in at least in the regional tournament. Looking at the previous scores for at least to get an understanding of these two teams, the matchup, again, it's been kind of dominated by Cheyenne East this season. Again, we go back to at least January. Laramie taking on Cheyenne East. Cheyenne East won that contest 77-56. Later on in February, Laramie taking on Cheyenne East, winning that contest 74-66. Again, that was favor of the Thunderbirds. And then most recently in the regional tournament up here at Natrona County, again, Cheyenne East winning over Laramie 56-41. So again, 3 matches with the Plainsmen. East has won all 3. They're looking for the complete series sweep at 4. And again, if they are able to, again, it means a championship and the first one for Cheyenne East in quite some time.
Since 2006, since you were a junior in high school. Matter of fact, the last time that East won, you were engineering the game.
I was a sophomore in 2006.
Well, either way, it was.
But it's been a while, and again, it would be the first for Rusty Horsley as the boys' head coach. Again, he's won one, if I stand correctly, again, as the Lady Thunderbirds head coach. So again, he's looking for his first as the boys' head coach for Cheyenne East. But again, long time coming, and you got to imagine, again, talking with a lot of folks here, again, whether it's the 3A broadcasters, 4A broadcasters, East is a heavy favorite to win this one. We're almost talking, and again, in my personal opinion, that as much as Laramie was my dark horse team, I called it. They're here vying for a state championship. But Cheyenne East, though, is a heavy favorite. I wouldn't be surprised if for Cheyenne East, if they are to win as what we saw last night with East over Campbell County.
Well, there's 10.6 seconds in the game. That just won't end. The Phillies are going to be your state champions. First state banner for the Lady Phillies in Cody.
And again, with
their history.
Competing in Class 4A as well, too. So, again, Cody, who had an opportunity last year, fell to Cheyenne East, now gets their revenge over Thunder Basin.
And they never won in Class 3A either.
Yeah, so, again, Cody getting it done here at an elite level. And, again, it's a young team that has a lot of talent. So, again, Cody looking to be that next dynasty. They are the kind of shiny spot out of the West Conference where, again, it's been, especially here in Class 4A, it's been East region dominated.
Well, Thunder Basin is going to let the clock roll out as the Phillies get that revenge after losing to Cheyenne East last year. It is pandemonium for the Phillies at center court. Cheyenne East and Laramie will be the next game after they do all the howdy-doos, thank yous, and then they'll head up to the stage. They're cleaning the floor off. Again, we are behind, which is not a bulletin. We should have tipped off at this time. We look at tip-off around 8:15 this evening.
We'll see. Again, it just depends on how fast they can clean up the court and how fast they get teams on. So either way, though, again, Cheyenne East coming in. How we got to this point very quickly as well, too, for the East Tide boys. Again, day one winning against Jackson Hole, 49-39. Day 2 game we had here live again last night. East defeating Campbell County 69-39. So again, they've won pretty handily, pretty comfortably here, at least in the quarterfinals and semifinals. Looking to do the same here in the at least in the finals again. If they are able to, again, they will be a state champions. For the Laramie Plainsmen, again, they took on number 2 seed out of the West, Riverton, Day 1. They got the upset victory in that one, 67-54. Laramie yesterday defeating Cody in a surprise, 67-44. And that's how we meet. Laramie, Cheyenne East rivalry renewed. But I don't know if it's really that much of a rivalry where, again, East has dominated. Again, they went unbeaten in the Southeast Quadrant. They played Laramie 3 times, and again, have won all 3 pretty comfortably this season.
Well, for the Plainsmen, they have not won a state championship since 1985. That's how long it's been.
They haven't competed for a state championship, I do believe, since 2011. So, again, it's been a long time coming, similar to, again, the Burns Lady Bronx, who, again, were that unknown, that lower seed, that, again, Cinderella team. And they were able to pull off, again, that's Class 2A. But, again, this seems like for Laramie, it's a gigantic mountain to climb if they want to at least take down Cheyenne East, who is kind of firing on all cylinders.
All right, we are going to continue with our pregame show. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. A 2-minute timeout. You are listening to High School Hoops right here on 1480 KRAE.
Each of us comes with a different story, a different way of looking at the world. So whatever it is that makes you different will make all the difference. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
Suddenly it's all so clear with Gill Windows. Your home deserves the very best, that's what we give to you. When it comes to vinyl windows, no need to be confused. We manufacture in Wyoming, build them all right here. 'Cause we know the climate, suddenly it's all so clear with Gill Windows. Fat Boys Tire and Auto.
When you need tires or auto repairs, find the Fat Boys. The Fat Boys family has been serving Wyoming and Nebraska for over 50 years, and we offer your family the best selection and service in the region with expert advice and quality work done right the first time. Get price quotes and schedule service at fatboystires.com.
Before you go flat, you better go flat.
For 17 years at Kia of Cheyenne, we have strived to offer the best value in a new vehicle. I'm AJ Miller, and the new 2023 Kia Seltos will take on the roads with rugged capabilities for all climates. The 2023 Kia Seltos has available all-wheel drive, 10-inch touchscreen, heated seats, and turbocharged power. With the new Kia, get one of the best warranties in the business. Come into Kia of Cheyenne, call 775-0123 or go to kiaofcheyenne.com, and we'll make it easy.
Conversation with Rusty Orsley prior to the Thunderbirds hitting the floor. Very proud of the way they played last night. Again, getting some good minutes from Brendan Bowman. And again, that was the knock on Cheyenne East, including yours truly, once the Coulter McAnally went down, was you're pretty weak bench-wise, because you had Cam Hayes coming off as the number 6, and then you could kind of mess around a little bit. But what I saw last night was Brendan Bowman really stepping up in a huge game. Also, too, Joey Rail giving some very key minutes as well for Rusty Orsley.
Can't really anticipate that. Again, hopefully, again, Bowman will be able to pull off, again, a similar feat here this evening against Laramie Plainsmen. But, again, you can't really bank on that. It's something that, again, that starting 5, again, as we've seen the consistency out of Jackson, we've seen out of Hayes, we've seen out of Merritt Schlabs. I think the key factor, and we've spotlighted him a couple times, and again, it's just due to the fact that he is a big. He is going to be dominant on the boards, again, on the inside. Is one Kaiser Jolly. Again, looking at this Laramie Plainsmen team, they do have height, and I think, again, looking at the size of them, they definitely, I do believe, have the height advantage over Cheyenne East. It's something that, again, Kaiser Jolly's got to at least, again, kind of work himself on the inside, be that at least tall figure for the East High Thunderbirds. Again, look to him to see if he can get things done. Also, too, the kind of question as well, too, and we talked about it a little bit as well, is we know Coulter McAnally is cleared. He is warming up. He is able to play. He has not yet played.
No, he's not clear.
I do believe. I thought he was clear.
He's 7 weeks away, and that was the question I asked head coach Rusty Horsley. I said, if you get that opportunity to play, Coulter, and he said, no, he is not cleared to play. He can warm up, but he can't participate on the floor.
At least, again, Coulter McAnally can't be an X factor then. So with that being said, you still have to rely on the same team that you've had for quite some time, which, again, has gotten you to right now a state title opportunity.
Well, here's the deal with the Cheyenne Thunderbirds. Play your game. Don't play the NBA game. Play, again, where everybody's at on the floor, but don't try to be fancy smancy. Here's the other deal, too. You know what Laramie's all about. You know what you can do on Laramie. And again, hopefully the Butterflies are released early for the Cheyenne Thunderbirds, where they can play a game like they went and hid yesterday from the Camels. That was a great game.
Yeah, if they're able to repeat that offensive performance again, it'll be over as soon as it hits halftime. Again, they dominated the Camels. And again, if they're able, and again, I think plain and simple to at least not be the homer, but again, we are, at least for Cheyenne East, again, Central or South, whoever it may be, at least Pine, Burns. But either way here, again, for Cheyenne East, in my personal opinion, again, we've seen this Laramie team play. We saw them play December down in Greeley, Colorado. We've seen them, again, compete so far here in the regular season. You got to imagine that Cheyenne East should win, at least in my opinion, pretty handily tonight.
Starting lineups when we come back after this 2-minute timeout. A 2-minute timeout you're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
All the Taco Tuesday excitement at Taco John's can really start to mix things up. Just look at these delicious simmering Tuesdays. And on this taco, Tuesdays are only $1.19. See you on taco at Tuesday John's. Oh, whoops, Taco John's.
Hey guys. He's not wearing anything.
What? Hi, I'd like to order a hot chocolate, please. What? Are you...
She shoots, she scores. It's nothing but net for your family dinner tonight at Two Doors Down. Two Doors Down is perfect for the active family with an expanded menu featuring Cheyenne's favorite gourmet burgers served with bottomless fries to your favorite platters, pastas, pizza, salads, a full kids menu, and much, much more. It's Two Doors Down. For a complete menu and specials, go to twodoorsdown.net. Two Doors Down, 118 East 17th Street. Flippin' great burgers since 2009.
Lanny at Affordable Computer Repair in Cheyenne is proud to be sponsoring March Madness, featuring our local high schools. Whenever your personal computer, laptop, or iPad is not performing to your standards, then it's time to call Affordable Computer Repair in Cheyenne at 307-256-8971 and let Lanny's many years of experience fix or address the problems that may exist. Also, watch out for those bad elements out there to harm your computer. Affordable Computer Repair is the perfect choice to consult you on the proper maintenance for your systems. Good luck to all of our high schools in tournament action from Affordable Computer Repair in Cheyenne.
Laramie Plainsmen, this is the way they'll come out as they're in their crimson, along with the white numerals and the yellow outline. Laramie across the front. They're going to line up this way in the backcourt with Carson Bush. He's a 5'10" junior. He'll be joined by Levi Brown, who is a 6' senior. On the wings will be Max Alexander. He's a 6-footer. He's a sophomore. He'll be joined by Brandon Chavez. We've heard that name many times, especially on the baseball side. Chavez is 6'2". He's a senior. In the middle, Neil Summers. He's a 6'7" sophomore. Head coach is Drew Evans. Assistant coach is Ernie Mecca. Again, it's Bush. That's Carson Bush, along with Levi Brown, Max Alexander, Brandon Chavez, and Neil Summers for the Plainsmen.
Again, Plainsmen coming in as a 3 seed out of the East region. And again, Plainsmen, as they got to this point, again, defeating Riverton day one and defeating Cody yesterday.
For the Cheyenne Thunderbirds, no change in the lineup for them. In the backcourt will be Garrett Schlabs. He's a 6-foot senior. He'll be joined by Drew Jackson, the 6-foot junior. In the middle will be Kaiser Jolly. He's 6'6" and a senior. At one wing will be Nathan Mirich. He's 6'1". He's a junior, and the other junior on the other wing will be Cam Hayes, and he's 6'3" for head coach Rusty Horsley, assisted by Todd Howard, Paul Garcia, Marty Jackson, Sly Johnson, and Michael Loveland.
And Cheyenne East, the 2 seed out of the East region, losing to Thunder Basin in that East Regional tournament last weekend here at Natrona County. And Cheyenne East Thunderbirds in the state title game last season, lost to that Thunder Basin team last season. And again, for Cheyenne East, they find themselves here back in the title picture. Again, they're looking for their first state championship since 2006. So again, they've been here before. They've been here many a time, but they are looking for the first championship in a couple seasons. And again, for Rusty Horsey, he's looking for his first as the head coach of the boys team for Cheyenne East.
Well, they're going to have some awards presentation. They're also going to run down the entire rosters of both squads. So we are going to take a 3-minute timeout for the opening tap. A 3-minute timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Wyoming owned and operated since 1971, Burns Insurance is Wyoming's right choice for your insurance needs. Burns Insurance is a trusted choice, full-service, independent insurance agency offering a full range of commercial, agricultural, and personal insurance products through many national and regional carriers. Let our friendly, experienced agents help you find the right product at the right price for your asset protection. Buy the policy, get the agent at Burns Insurance, your right choice. Find Burns Insurance on Facebook or at burnsia.com.
Chick-fil-A at Windmill and Del Range across from Powers Field is a proud sponsor of our high school and LCCC student athletes. Chick-fil-A always offers 2 convenient drive-through lanes to pick up your order if you are on the go. Plus, they have an excellent dining room for the whole family. And remember to order ahead. Use the Chick-fil-A app on your phone. Stop into Chick-fil-A today, open Monday through Saturday, where you can enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Your home for the real chicken sandwich taste. Chick-fil-A, Windmill and Del Range. 30 years of service and care for Cheyenne and the surrounding area continues at Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service. Hi, this is Larry Proietti for cars in downtown Cheyenne. This is the only place I take my vehicle for service, be it just an oil change, timing belt, checking on my heating and air conditioning unit, and even to replace a burnt-out brake light bulb or worn-out windshield wipers. John and his staff are there to take care of most minor repairs. John is even a TechNet professional. What does that mean to you? He's one of the best when it comes to servicing your car or truck. Check out TechNetProfessional.com today. Open Monday through Friday at 604 West Lincoln Way or call Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service for an appointment at 632-0498.
Wisdom, expertise, compassion, qualities that are the foundation of Cheyenne Urological, with their experienced doctors and their highly trained staff providing top quality treatment for prostate cancer, urinary tract infections, kidney stones, impotence, and incontinence. You can trust Cheyenne Urological to give you the highest quality urinary care. Now offering the latest in robotic surgery, call Cheyenne Urological at 635-4131. That's 635-4131.
Larry Proietti for Cheyenne Pack and Ship. Remember, Jeff and his expert crew will make sure your package is prepared with the most professional care and will arrive to its destination on time. Cheyenne Pack and Ship offers many other specialty services as well, including private mailboxes, notary services, fax, email, copy services, and courier services. Big or small, they pack and ship it all. Cheyenne Pack and Ship at 3901 East Pershing Boulevard. Call for more information at 307-632-9600.
At the Cheyenne Regional Heart and Vascular Institute, you're welcomed with the warmth of a community hospital and cared for with help from the most advanced technology in the industry. With our full spectrum of in-house heart services and procedures, you can get the treatment you need, recover, and get right back out there, all while remaining close to home. Find out more at CheyenneRegional.org/heart.
Here around 8:20 as they had to do some awards presentations and say adios to Wyoming High School Activities Association Commissioner Ron Laird. Again, Trevor Wilson will take over those reins. You said officially with July 1.
I do believe so,
year.
Somewhere in there.
The
again,
fiscal year.
Trevor Wilson, again, Associate Commissioner for now. Again, will be the official commissioner coming up here very soon. Again, with Ron Laird announcing his retirement a couple months ago.
All right. Well, again, we are waiting now on more announcements. And again, they are announcing the non-starters. They are giving the entire rosters out for introduction. I do want to mention that Cheyenne East will be in the home white uniforms. They got the powder blue numerals, East across the front, and again, the black outline. Again, Nick, you know, we can analyze this thing, talk about it until we're blue in the face. Thunderbirds just need to play their game. It's a pretty simple drill. And again, when they start doing the fancy stuff, that's what comes back to bite them.
Yeah, without a doubt. Again, Cheyenne East, who played their game last night, again, got the massive victory over Campbell County, looking to do the same here against the Laramie Plainsmen. Again, if they get a little fancy, that's where, again, the careless passes happen. Again, the missed shots. Yeah, turnovers aplenty. So I think Rusty Horsey's got this team, again, in the right direction. And, again, is at least kind of spotlighting that, hey, this is it. This is what we play for. An opportunity to say that you're state champions. Again, at least for Cheyenne East. Same with Laramie. But, again, for Cheyenne East, they're 32 minutes away from possibly becoming your new 4A state champs.
All right, in the Class 4A girls ranks, the Cody Phillies run the table. They are undefeated. They beat Thunder Basin by double digits. For the Cheyenne East and Laramie Plainsmen, it's an all-East final. So again, the East, and we knew this from pretty much the beginning of the season, Nick, that the East was the dominant side of the conference. Matter of fact, we saw that pretty much at the James Johnson Classic in Cheyenne. That the West just did not have the hosses to match up with the East.
Again, just look what happened here in the state tournament. Again, in the semifinals, Cody on both the boys and girls side was the only West team to make it into the semis. Again, Cody, the Lady Phillies, again, the only team to make it to the state championship game and eventually win it. So that's how it stands. So again, East basketball, whether it's 2A, 4A, again, that East conference is pretty healthy. And again, here's another example that, again, two teams out of the Southeast quadrant competing for at least a state title.
Last Saturday, we crowned a champion 36 miles east of Cheyenne. Last Saturday, we crowned a champion 20 miles east of Cheyenne. Tonight, we like to crown a champion in Cheyenne with the East High Thunderbirds as we are finally ready for the opening tap.
How wild would that be? Out of 4 possibilities, again, a chance at 3 state championships, again, 2A times 2, and again, the 2 opportunities in Class 4A. Again, Southeast Wyoming basketball, pretty healthy here.
Summers along with Jolly to jump center circle. Tap will come down. Cheyenne East to Schlabs, now to Jackson. East going left to right across your radio dial as well as your live stream. Bang! And a Garrett Schlabs trifecta, and we're off and running 3-0. How about that calm senior stepping back and hitting the tray?
Again, East was here last season, so again, they know the pageantry. They know everything about it.
Chavez's pass is blocked, but tracked down by Levi Brown. They go to Summers down low, and a little left-hand hook, good from the baseline, and it's 3-2. Jackson on the far side with the right hand, trying to get inside. He's got that burst of speed, a little long, strong, and it's pulled down by Summers. Summers quickly gets it over to Brown to Bush. Inside they go to Summers, off the window and good. He is working Kaiser Jolly right now.
That's the issue is, again, he's got the height advantage. That's where Kaiser's got to come up big.
Well, and hopefully East can run him a little bit and wear him down. Hayes on top to Jolly. Jolly over to Schlabs. Schlabs inside and turns it over. Taken away by Bush into the hands of Brown. Brown on the far side gets inside the elbow, left side, and will draw the game's first foul on Schlabs.
Team's first called against Cheyenne East.
Again, I apologize for how I sound. I can't imagine what I sound back home, but in my headsets I sound like hell. At the line shooting 2 is Levi Brown. First shot, good. Laramie extends their lead 5-3.
Strong starts out of the gates for the Plainsmen.
Second shot, perfect. 6-3, Plainsmen. Plainsmen again since 1985. They've been shut out. of the state tournament. Mirich, first time he handles the basketball. Over to Schlabs. Back to Jolly and now to Schlabs. Schlabs wants to get inside, finds Jolly from 16. Off the back of the iron, cleared away by Levi Brown. Good contingent of Plainsmen fans in the stands. Brown over the timeline. Far side, now tries to get in the lane. Throws one up, rims out, ball tapped around. Brown comes away with it, puts it up and in, and draws the harm. East, not looking like the team last night, looking more silly than anything. Getting outboarded right now.
Jolly will pick up the foul. Team second called against Cheyenne East.
And it will send Levi Brown to the line for the old-fashioned three. Eyes it, fires it. That one rims out to the left. Picked up by Hayes. Hayes quickly to Jackson. Jackson gets inside and will be fouled before the shot, even though it goes in.
First team foul called against the Plainsmen. As that'll go against Bush. He'll pick up his first foul.
Schlabs to trigger it in. And he fires it out to Jackson. Jackson, and again right now, man-on-man defense. A sticky man-on-man defense by the Plainsmen. Inside, Jackson kicks it out to Jolly for three. Bang! And a Kaiser Jolly trifecta. Makes it 8-6.
We've seen Kaiser attempt a mini three-pointer, at least this postseason. Finally gets one to go.
Bush on the far side, being guarded by Jackson. East man-on-man defense. They get it to Summers? No. Jolly holding on to Summers.
Third whistle going against the East High Thunderbirds as Jolly will pick up that foul. And how about this for Kaiser? That's his second. That's huge.
And that'll force Brendan Bowman in. Bowman last night was unbelievable.
Cheyenne East, so again, mightily undersized now with Kaiser on the bench.
Inbounds to Bush. Bush between the rings. Left side, Chavez on the wing. They get it to McKinney, who's checked in. Long range three. That's an air ball by Bush. And then a foul in the backcourt. Might be on Summers.
Second whistle going against the Plainsmen here. Yeah, Summers will pick up that foul. That'll be his first.
I want to correct myself. It wasn't Braden McKinney. It was Max Alexander with the basketball. But he did not commit the shot. In the corner, Hayes on the far side takes it inside. He's grabbed. Gives it off to Schlab. Schlab sends it back to Jackson for three. Well off the mark. And that is gobbled up by Summers, who pushes it down into the hands of Brown. Brown inside off the window. No. Left it short. Rebound. Bowman to Hayes. Hayes finds Schlabs. Schlabs puts it up and in. Offensive foul as Summers had the position in that danger zone.
Fourth whistle going against Cheyenne East. Now that will be second whistle against Garrett Schlab, so that is a huge foul.
And that forces Joey Rail in early with 4:38 to go in the period.
Things are not looking too well out of the box here for Cheyenne East.
8-6 in favor of the Plainsmen. Quickly, Bush on the attack. Bush over to Brown. Brown with the left hand inside. Bowman on him. He has to kick. Bad pass taken away by Jackson, who's a flyer. Jackson high off the glass. Hits nothing but the glass. Rebound pulled down by Mirich. Reverse layup and in. Nice job by Nathan.
Tie ball game, 8 apiece here. 4:05 to go here in the first.
Brown in the backcourt. Bowman on him. He'll walk it over the timeline. Top of the key. Far side into the hands of Bush. Back over to Brown. Brown finds Alexander. Alexander. And boy, they're calling it tight.
Extremely tight, as that'll be the fifth whistle going against Cheyenne East.
So
that one will go against
Joey Rail.
Yeah, Rail will pick up his first.
Rail on the hand check. Inbounds, Summers blew the bunny, but Chavez is there, and he blew the bunny. Ball batted around like a hot potato into the hands of Hayes. Hayes brings it on down, hands it off to Jackson. Jackson now over to Rail. Joey Flips it over, far side to Bowman. Bowman brings it around. Mirich inside the elbow. They go to Jackson. Loses the handle. Saves it into the hands of Bowman for three. He can't get it to go. Summers clears it away.
Nice little save there by Jackson. Unfortunately, he didn't come away with points.
They were tied at 8 on the Taco John scoreboard. 3:05 to go, quarter number 1. Chavez. Outside on the far side. Now we'll get it into Brown. Brown to Summers has the mismatch. Hayes has got to guard him now. Kicks it out for the long range three. That is missed by Brown. Here comes East on the run. Wide open in the corner is Mirich for three. That one slides off the back of the iron and picked up by Bush. Again, you can tell Laramie wants to slow it down.
Again, kill as much time off the clock. Again, also to slow down the pace at East.
Bad pass by Chavez and Jackson with the easy deuce. Turnover, and it equates to points. 10-8. And Laramie has been stuck on 8 for a long time.
But again, slowing down the pace is what you want if you're Laramie. Again, it takes Cheyenne East out of their, at least, comfortability.
Inside, wide open, and off the glass, and good is Levi Brown. Somebody fell asleep defensively, and Brown was wide open. Jackson now will reload the offense as he takes it back near center court, gives it off to Hayes. Hayes works on Summers, throws up a prayer, in and out, rebound pulled down, hold everything. I think we're going to get a grab on Bush.
Third whistle going against the Laramie Plainsmen. As it looks like that will go against Bush. He'll pick up his second foul.
We'll see a substitution, ×2 for Laramie. We'll see Jaden Smith. He's a sophomore. We'll also see Braden McKinney in. Inbounds in the corner to Mirich for three. Bang! And a Nathan Mirich trifecta makes it 13-10 in favor of the T-Birds. Brown over to Jaden Smith. Inside they go to Summers. Summers using that big body. Hold everything. Traveled with it. Good job by Hayes not to move an inch.
1:18 to go here in the first. Again, East with a 3-point advantage.
Coach Horsley talking to Jackson, now over to Rail. Two of his stars, Jolly and Schlabs, on the bench with 2 fouls. Hayes, far side. Couple of dribbles with the left hand, terminates, sends it back to Jackson. Jackson on the wing over to Rail. Joey out to Hayes for three. Bang! And back-to-back trays for the T-Birds makes it 16-10. 41 seconds left to go.
This is what we expected, or at least this is what we saw last night against Campbell County. And so far, again, Cheyenne East started to hit it from the 3-point line.
Brown drives inside, kicks it out to Smith for three. That's an air ball. Rail comes down the rebound. Bad pass by Rail. Turnover into the hands of the Plainsmen. Smith, Jaden Smith on top, over to McKinney on the near side. Now they'll load it up for one with 8 seconds to go. Brown looking for the screen, gets it from Summers. He tries to drive inside, kisses it off the glass, and good. After 1 period of play, East 16, Laramie 12. We're back after a 60-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Enjoy a delicious donut made from the Donut Shop in their bright pink building at 416 Central Avenue next to the Diamond Horseshoe Cafe. Bonnie invites everyone to stop on in and enjoy their freshly made donuts featuring glazed, maple, chocolate-filled donuts, Long John, cinnamon rolls, and so much more. Stop on in and grab your favorite donut or get a dozen or two from the Donut Shop at 416 Central Avenue or call and place your donut orders at 426-4013. The Donut Shop is open Monday through Sunday from 4:30 in the morning till 3 p.m. In the 1960s, Bruce Lee said, "Be water, my friend." The meaning of that advice has been debated ever since. Here at First Tier Bank, we believe he meant that preserving your liquid assets in a high-yield money market account can get you a decent yield on your funds while maintaining your liquidity in choppy financial markets. We've got some of the best money market rates around, and we'd like to invite you to be water and make your liquid assets work for you. Stop by or call First Tier Bank today with 2 locations to serve you at 1508 Stillwater Avenue and 1800 KRAE Avenue in downtown Cheyenne, or check us out at firsttierbanks.com. First Tier Banks, member FDIC.
By rail, cost them a couple of points. Again, don't do things that you're not capable of doing. Try to fire a long outlet pass, and guess what? Plainsmen snuffed it out, intercepted it, and then scored within the last, 1 second of the quarter. Plainsmen basketball here in quarter 2.
He still has a 4-point advantage after getting a couple big-time three-pointers.
Schlabs along with Jolly back in to start off quarter number 2. Smith on top to Brown. Summers works on Jolly. Sends it back on out to McKinney. Brown, bad pass as Mirich steps in front of it to Jackson. Jackson loses the handle of the basketball. Try to get fancy with it. Turns it over. Alexander drops it back in the lap of Brown. Brown on the angle. Inside they go to Summers. Summers got Jolly again up in the air. That's 3 now on Kaiser.
Team 6 whistled against Cheyenne East.
Actually going to call that on Jackson. Jackson tried to sneak in. Somebody was in our way.
Drew will at least pick up his first foul.
So Summers will be at the line to shoot 2. The southpaw first shot is good. Southpaw sophomore. We saw a lot of him down in Greeley.
He ran into foul, at least trouble down in Greeley. Again, those teams took advantage of that.
Yeah, but when he's on, he's on. Second shot rims out, and the rebound pulled down by Hayes. Hayes to Schlabs. Schlabs over to Jackson on the near side. On top they go to Jolly. Jolly over to Schlabs, far side. Down low they go to Mirich. Mirich trying to work on Alexander. Kicks it in the corner to Schlabs for 3. That shot misses. Covered up nicely by Summers. And Brown will have the basketball.
Again, Laramie slowing things down, setting up the offense.
Summers on top. Far side over to Alexander. Now they get it on top to Brown. Down low they go to Summers. Summers tried to kiss it off the window, can't do so. Hayes with another board. Outlets it quickly to Schlabs. Schlabs to Jolly. Spin around move, no. Nice try by McKinney to swipe the basketball. Let's see who it's on. Is it on Summers or McKinney?
Almost got close with a technical to slamming the basketball there.
So
as that'll be the 4th team foul called against the Plainsmen. Again, McKinney got very close with the tee as the official told him to at least not slam the ball.
Bush back in. Inbounds to Jolly. Jolly might have had it partially blocked by Summers. Quickly Brown. Brown offensive foul as he blew right over Drew Jackson. Fouls now starting to even out.
As Levi Brown will pick up that foul, his first. Team's 5th called against Laramie.
Schlabs for Cheyenne East, the senior. Over the timeline. Top of the key, steps back for the tray. Off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Jaden Smith. Trots it up on the near side. Smith back to Brown. Brown takes it around the far side now. Bush back over to McKinney for the 3. How about Skine for the rebound? Is Jaden Smith over Kaiser Jolly. And he'll put it up and in. 16-15 in favor of the T-Birds. Jolly steps back for the 3. That is no good. Tracked down in the corner by Schlabs, and nobody there to pick it up.
Again, we've seen Kaiser Jolly attempt how many three-pointers as a big, and again, he's hit one so far in this contest, but again, his accuracy from the three-point line has not been all that, at least good, especially here in the postseason.
Bowman will check in for Schlabs. Right now, East looking for a spark plug. Brown Summers hands it back to Brown. Puts the brakes on. Smith back to Brown in between the loops. Smith on the far side. Tries to get inside the elbow. Throws one up. Nice job by Jolly. Jolly comes down with the board, clears it out to Hayes. East on the run. And then Hayes throws it away. East turnovers.
As we'll see Jolly come on out. Schlabs back in for Cheyenne East.
So East will be considerably smaller with Hayes, the top dog, at 6'3". Chavez will come back in. Under 5 minutes to go on the Taco John scoreboard, first half. Brown, Chavez, outside. Now to Smith. In between the rings, Smith looking for some cutters, can't find anybody. On the angle, near side. They get it to Brown, throws it up, air ball. Rebound pulled down by Bowman to Schlabs. Bowman, Schlabs, now to Jackson. Jackson wants to take a drive in on Smith, pump fakes, sends it back out to Schlabs. Over to Jackson for three, air ball. What is going on with the Thunderbirds? Absolutely ridiculous shooting.
We'll have a timeout called by Coach Horsley.
4:15 to go here in the half. East 16, Laramie 15. We're back after a 30-second timeout on 1480 KRAE.
When shopping for that special someone or looking for that unique piece to accent your home, then look no further than giftconnections.net. At giftconnections.net, you'll see beautiful handmade pieces done by Rolf Lidberg of Sweden, featuring his work with trolls and tomtars, which are only sold in Cheyenne and Laramie County by a Cheyenne veteran who wants you to experience the beauty and craftsmanship in each piece. Shop at home or at work today by shopping locally at giftconnections.net. Remember to go to the KYOI BOGO icon for the buy one, get one offer at giftconnections.net.
Birds playing playground basketball right now, Nick. What is going on? They find their mojo there in the first quarter, and all of a sudden here in the second quarter, they're just limp as a noodle. Alexander, Smith staying outside. Now near center court is Smith. Chavez holds it up high, then finally finds Smith. He'll load it up for the three off the back of the iron, and is cleared away by Bowman. Bowman to Jackson. Jackson inside off the window and good. Count the bucket. Finally some good news for East. And then the foul.
Team 6 called against the Plainsmen. Again, basket is good. The foul looks like we'll go against Smith his first.
Drew will be at the line for the old-fashioned three. Eyes it, fires it, bangs it on home. East lead now is 4, 19-15. Low-scoring affair. Summers in the backcourt with the basketball. Finds Smith, back to Summers. Here's a long-range three by Bush, good. Carson Bush wide open from the wing and drills it. Quickly down court, Hayes left it short on the layup, and Smith will pull down the board.
How about this battle between these two? Again, it's 3-0 advantage Cheyenne East, but Laramie giving it a fight where, again, it all at least counts the most.
Smith outside on the angle. Fires across the way. Here's a long-range three by Alexander. That won't go. Cleared away by Jackson. Pair of 11s there. Alexander, Jackson. Jackson now backing up near center court. Gets a screen from Hayes. Jackson to Hayes, hands it off to Schlabs inside. Has his pass tipped, but right into Jackson's hands. On top they go to Hayes. Hayes works on Summer high off the glass and good. Wow. 21-18.
With 2:35 to go before half.
Attack that left side on Summers and put it up and in. Bush, he'll fire over this time again to Alexander. This time he won't miss. Max Alexander with the tray. We're tied at 21. Schlabs inside, high off the glass. That's good as he banged into Bush in the lane.
And back and forth we go. East with a 2-point advantage.
It's 23-21. Bush over the timeline, far side, into the hands of Smith. Smith now down low to Summers. Summers walked with it. Took an extra stutter step in the paint. And Cheyenne East gets a break on a turnover. Levi Brown back in. He will check in for Jaden Smith. Good minutes for Jaden Smith for the Plainsmen. So for the T-Birds looking to extend their lead, they lead by 2. About $1:52 left to go in the quarter. Marich inside, sends it in the corner over to Bowman. Bowman will be called for the charge as Chavez established position down below. And for Brendan, that will be his first foul.
His first, team 7th whistle against Cheyenne East. And again, offensive foul, so not a shooting situation for the Plainsmen.
Summers in the backcourt will bring it in to Brown. Brown looks at Drew Jackson. Man-on-man defense again by the East High Thunderbirds. Over on the wing, Summers hits the deck, picks himself up. They go back to Brown. He kisses it off the window and we're tied 23.
Levi Brown with already 10 points in the ballgame.
Schlabs inside. And he throws one that kind of skimmed off the rim into the hands of Alexander. Quickly, Brown on the attack.
Again, Laramie slowing things down. Again, tie ball game 23.
Brown, ball knocked away by Bowman. A 2-on-2, Bowman to Jackson. Jackson high off the window, misses the bunny.
Felt the pressure of the defense on him.
Bush flips it over. Alexander for 3, bang. 26-23. Where East is clumsy, Laramie's taking advantage of these miscues. Bowman finds Hayes open the corner for 3, bang. Answers right back. 26-26 with 25 seconds to go. Plainsmen will set it up for 1 with Brown right below us. Brown over the timeline. Being guarded by Jackson. Tries to take it inside. He does so off the window and good. It's Laramie 28, East 26. Schlabs finds Jackson for 3. That one won't go. A whistle. No, a horn. After 1 half of play. Plainsmen 28, East 26. We'll be back after a 2-minute timeout. A 2-minute timeout you're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Visit Halliday Subaru in Cheyenne. At Halliday Subaru, you'll find one of the largest Subaru selections in Wyoming, always at low Halliday common sense prices, including the most popular Subaru models like Outback, Forester, and the Ascent. View lease and finance specials online at HallidaySubaru.com. Then visit Halliday Subaru, Westland Road, Motor City, Cheyenne. Experience the Halliday difference, the beginning of hassle-free driving.
Come see how the Halliday difference can make a big difference for you. The Halliday difference.
For nearly 30 years, family-owned and operated Lennox Auto Body, along with the Auto Glass and Detail Center, has been serving our community with quality and customer satisfaction. It's a pretty simple drill. When you want it done right the first time, call Lennox Auto Body for an appointment at 307-634-6608. Lennox Auto Body at 1020 Dunn Avenue. And the Auto Glass and Detail Center. Remember, it's not clean until it's Lennox clean at 617 East Pershing Boulevard.
Lennox Auto Body. No shortcuts, no compromise.
Are you looking for a pharmacist who will actually take the time to talk to you? Then come to Medicap Pharmacy. We're dedicated to healthcare only, which means we'll fill your prescription quickly, and then we'll make time to listen, answer your questions, explain your prescriptions, and tell you about possible drug interactions.
Medicap Pharmacy. We'll always make time for you.
Medicap Pharmacy, 1947 Bluegrass Circle, next to Texas Roadhouse in Cheyenne. Or call 635-3712.
Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union is now offering a simple way to help make your money work for you. Meridian Trust will now pay 4% interest on their Max Rewards free checking accounts with balances up to $25,000 per month. Get all the details at mymeridiantrust.com or stop by your local Meridian Trust branch with 3 locations in Cheyenne. 4349 East Lincoln Way, 1602 East Prairie Avenue, and downtown at 2223 Warren Avenue. Right now is the perfect time to become a Meridian Trust member. Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union, where your deposits are safely insured by the NCUA. Be sure to stop in today.
28, East 26. Easiest way to size up the first half, Nick. East, clumsy.
I don't know about that.
I'll tell you why. A lot of those bunnies, they just are leaving short. For the Plainsmen, they're opportunistic. And they have converted.
At least I just last saw, at least you have the official stats, but again, looking over at the screen, again, it looked like turnovers were nearly at least identical. Again, neither team was, at least it wasn't as lopsided. Again, yeah, looking at it, Plainsmen have actually more turnovers than the Cheyenne Thunderbirds, so I think, again, kind of goes against your, at least, argument there. Again, both have 7 points off of turnovers as well, too. So, again, I think it's just more so East is feeling a bit of the pressure. Again, it's something that, again, I talk about the hype, or at least that overconfidence, especially coming off the win yesterday against Campbell County. I think for Cheyenne East, it's something that this first half, a little overconfident. Again, they've beaten this team 3 times this season. Again, you just won by 30 last night against Campbell County. I think it's a little overconfidence, and also, too, again, give credit to the Laramie Plainsman defense. That defense has been tough on them, and it's altered a couple shots on this side.
Let me retract clumsy into inconsistent. How does that sound?
I think that's fair. Again, I don't think anything that East has done is at least clumsy. Again, yes, I think inconsistent. But again, I give credit to that Laramie defense. They are forcing at least shots to be altered. Again, we saw that. Again, we're seeing also too. Again, I think on at least the last play there by Jackson. Again, rushed the shot as he felt again 2 Plainsman bodies right on top of him. So again, it's kind of I give credit to again the defense for Laramie. They're doing something very impressive right now. Have the 2-point advantage.
We look at the first half numbers, and for the Plainsmen, they were 11 of 24 from the field. That's 46%. From the land of 3, 3 of 9, 33%. Free throw shooting, 3 of 5, 60%. 16 total rebounds. They lead the rebound race over Cheyenne East. Leading board getter with 3 in the first half is Levi Brown, along with Jaden Smith, a half dozen for Neil Summers. Leading scorer at the intermission is Levi Brown with a dozen. Max Alexander has a half dozen. Summers with only 5. Bush with 3. And Jaden Smith with 2. As Nick mentioned, they turned the ball over 7 times, no block shots, and 3 steals. For the Eastside Thunderbirds, 10 of 26 from the field. That is 38.5%. 5 of 13 from beyond the arc, 38.5%. 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Leading scorer at the intermission is Cam Hayes. He's got 8. 5 for Schlabs, 5 for Marriage, 5 for Jackson, 3 for Kaiser Jolly. Total rebounds 15, 12 defensively, 3 offensively. 3 rebounds for Bowman and 4 for Cam Hayes are the leading board getters. East turned the ball over 6 times. No block shots, 4 steals. Foul difficulty, let's take a look at it right now. Schlabs and Hayes survived, Schlabs along with Jolly, they survived that second quarter, each with 2 fouls. Carson Bush has 2 fouls for the Laramie Plainsmen. Scoring by the quarters, Laramie 12-16 for their 28, East 16-10 for their 26 points. We'll be back after a 2-minute timeout. A 2-minute timeout you're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
If you own a home or property, you have at some time experienced a systems failure, always at the worst possible time. If that happens to you, just call Merritt Plumbing and Heating at 638-0749. Randy Merritt has over 35 years experience of plumbing and heating service. Merritt Plumbing and Heating and their entire crew have one mission: to provide homeowners and businesses throughout Southeast Wyoming with reliable, affordable, and honest services. For plumbing and heating, commit this name to memory: Merritt Plumbing and Heating. Online at merrittplumbingandheating.com.
MHP is a certified public accounting and consulting firm located in Bow, Cheyenne, and Fort Collins, offering accounting, tax, and consulting services to businesses, not-for-profit, government, and individual clients. MHP takes pride in their commitment to providing close, personal attention to their clients. They also continue to invest time and resources in continuing education, state-of-the-art computer technology, and valuing their relationships with you. MHP is a proud supporter of local and UW athletics. MHP, 314 West 18th Street, or call 634-2151. Proud supporters of Cheyenne and community athletes Paige and Zach Lane with Number One Properties would like to wish all the high school and college athletes a successful year on the field and on the court. They have and will continue to support student athletes and are proud to be members of the Cheyenne community. Contact Paige and Zach if you want to sell or buy a home. A special thank you for referrals as well. From your friends at Number One Properties, Paige and Zach Lane. Call 307-214-0827.
Tired of choosing between spending and saving? Platte Valley Bank can help you take care of everything without missing anything. Managing your money can seem overwhelming. PV Budget helps you evaluate your spending, set savings goals, and create a budget that's easy to follow. Look for the PV Budget tool next time you log on to your online or mobile banking account. Take charge of your money and get your financial life on track. Platte Valley Bank, you belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC.
For the East High Thunderbirds, 16 minutes remain in their schedule. For the Laramie Plainsmen, 16 minutes remain in their schedule. Who is going to be crowned the state champion? Now again, we could have bonus time where they play an extra 4 minutes. Again, it's pretty close, 28-26 right now.
Again, you can only hope that Cheyenne East finds a way to become that second half team and turn it up, and again, become that similar team what we saw last night against Campbell County, so we shall see. Again, hopefully that was just a case of it again in that first half was overconfidence, a team that's been here, did it, done it. You know, it's something that hopefully in the second half, Coach Horsley got them kind of at least focused on the straight and narrow of saying, hey, this team's going to challenge you. This is a team that you can't overlook. You can't play down to. That, again, you got to earn the state championship. So hopefully, again, we see a different East team coming out here in the second half.
Again, the Plainsmen have not won since 1985 a state flag. For Cheyenne East, it's been since 2006. So, again, something's got to give here in the Ford Wyoming Center. We'll see Chavez, Summers, along with Brown, Bush, and Alexander. Cheyenne East has not broke their huddle yet. They will have the basketball to open up quarter number 3.
In front of a good attendance here, again, both of Cheyenne East and Laramie fans, contingents, and also to those who, again, trickled on in from, again, the previous contest here at the Ford Wyoming Center. Again, this is it. This is the final game. This is at least the determining factor, again, the 4A state boys championship.
Jolly, along with Schlabs, Hayes, Jackson, and Mirich to open up quarter number 3. Again, Thunderbirds got to set the tone as they'll be attacking the zone to our left. Hayes with the basketball. Back over to Schlabs. Schlabs will take over to the far side. Play catch with Hayes. Back to Schlabs. Schlabs high on top to Jolly. Now over to Cam Hayes. Down a little alley-oop, and that one finally works. Off the window, Jolly kisses it in, and East has tied 28-28. Chavez on the angle on the near side as they attack the zone right. Down below us here to the right. They'll go to Summers. Summers kicks it out. Chavez, the lefty, for 3. That won't go, and Jolly wipes the window clean. Quickly over to Jackson. Jackson stop, pop. That one won't go. And the rebound hauled in by Chavez.
And hung up there a little bit for Jackson, but did not fall through.
Quickly into the hands of Brown. Brown trying to get inside. Throws up an air ball. Good job defensively by Jackson. East on the run. Schlabs, Hayes off the glass. T-Birds come out a blazing in the third quarter. Now lead 30-28. Ball knocked away in the backcourt as Schlabs tried to get it off the hands of Bush. But East right now trying to be opportunistic.
This was the hot start we were hoping for Cheyenne East to come out of the half, and so far again with the 2-point advantage.
Bush over the timeline. Fires it over to Brown. Brown with the left hand inside the elbow. Back out near side. They'll get it down. Little Summers, he's double teamed. His pass is tipped. Bush tracks it down. Summers in the corner for three. Off the side of the rim into the hands of Schlabs. East on the run. Mirich flips it over to Jackson. Jackson to Jolly down low. Jolly pump fakes. Sends it out to Hayes. Hayes loses the handle. Finds Jackson in the corner for three. That one won't go. Cleared away by Brown. Brown down court quickly. On top they go to Bush. Brown on the far side. Down low they go to Summers. Summers works on Jolly. With the left hand off the window, we're tied.
Just using 30-30. Just using that big body on the inside. Just got to get at least Kaiser out of the way.
Mirich, top of the key. Inside. And then swings around. Back out to Schlabs. Schlabs will reload the offense near center court. Go to the near side with Jackson and Hayes. Now to Mirich. Mirich takes a drive inside with the right hand. That one trickles on in for Nathan Mirich from about 5. And for the T-Birds, the lead is 2. It's a nervous 2, 32-30. Brown, he's trying to get inside, does so, and that one hit off the back of the iron. Jolly clears it away to Mirich. Now to Schlabs. Schlabs to Jackson. Jackson grabbed, and again, everything is just off for Drew. But he will be fouled.
First foul called against the Plainsmen here in the half, as that one will go against, it looks like Bush, as he'll pick up his 3rd foul.
Yeah. So Drew at the line to shoot 2. Everything long, strong right now for Drew Jackson. First shot on the way is good. Free throw, very critical right now. Jaden Smith, who provided some great minutes for the Plainsmen in the first half. Matter of fact, he was on the floor for about 11 of those minutes. Came away with a couple of points. Jackson's second free throw attempt. That one is good. And it's now 34-30 in favor of the T-Birds.
How about Drew Jackson with 7 points so far here on the evening?
Smith on the far side.
Well,
timeout called by Drew Evans. 4:50 to go. 3rd quarter. East 34, Laramie 30. Back after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Brand new to Cheyenne and Laramie County is WHSAA Print, where you'll get quality embroidery, screen printing, custom apparel, and they also offer a customized online shopping experience, which is perfect for all schools, groups, and individuals. Check out their website at wyo-print.com. You can also call Tyler today at 307-369-1327 or send him an email at tyler@wyo-print.com for more information. WHSAA Print is proud to be a sponsor of our local and area high school basketball teams throughout this season.
Proietti, along with Nick Proietti. One thing I'm looking so forward to, Nick, and I hate to say this, hopefully after East wins the championship, getting on the road and getting home, I want to get into my comfortable bed and sweat this bad boy out. Man, I'm telling you, this place up here gets me sick every time I come up here. Summers, far side over to Smith. In between to Alexander, back over to Smith. Down low, they go to Summers. Nice ball movement into Chavez, who missed the easy bunny. However, there to pick up the garbage and kiss it off the glass was Summers.
He's got 9 so far.
It's 34-32. Schlabs with the running right hand, well short, came off the palm. Summers clears it away.
He's still with the 2-point lead.
Chance for the Plainsmen to tie it up. As it's Brown. Summers on the high block, gets inside the elbow, loses the handle, ball loose on the floor. Mirich almost comes away with it. Alexander ends up with it quickly to Smith. Smith wants to get inside, bumps into Schlabs. That one bangs off the back of the iron, tried to bank it home, couldn't get the bank. Schlabs quickly over to Mirich. Mirich, Hayes in the corner, Hayes on top. Far side now they go to Jackson with 3:43 to go in this quarter. Jackson gets by Summers. bumps into Summers. Summers doesn't give an inch.
A little off kilter on the shot there with Jackson, absolutely. Again, give credit to Summers. Again,
he altered the shot.
He is a big, tall guy out there.
Summers at the free throw line. Jolly falls, picks himself up quickly. Brown inside, throws one off the window. We are now tied at 34. Laramie won't go away.
Levi Brown leads all scorers with 14 points.
Jackson on the far side. Hands it over to Mirich. Mirich over to Jackson. A little give and go. And offensive foul on Nathan Mirich as Summers sold that one really well.
First team foul called against Cheyenne. He says that one will go against Mirich. Again, he'll pick up his first.
Look at Mirich, look at Summers. And the way Summers went down, give me a break. So Bowman will come in. Chavez is out. For Laramie, we'll see McKinney back in.
Brendan Chavez for Laramie, the only start, at least one of the starting five that has not yet scored for the Plainsmen.
Smith on the far side. Works on Schlabs. Trying to get inside on Garrett. Throws it into the hands and a reverse layup by Alexander as he slipped past Mirich. Quickly Cheyenne East on the attack. Jackson finally beats Summers to the hole, and we're tied at 36 with 2:30 to go. Brown on top to McKinney, in between the rings, far side. Brown on the wing, looking for some help. Gets the screen, pump fakes, takes it in, throws it up the left hand, no good. Late whistle comes in on Drew Jackson.
Second whistle going against Cheyenne East. As again, Drew Jackson will pick up the foul. That'll be his second.
You saw that better than me, Nick. Was it a foul?
Again, either or. The unfortunate, at least call on that one.
So it will be Brown at the line shooting two. First shot at no good.
A lot of bodies on the inside there, so getting a lot of collision happening.
Rail, check that. Jolly will come in for Mirich. So they'll get a little bigger, obviously. Brown looking at a second free throw attempt. That is good. Laramie lead one. 37-36. 2:05 to go on the Taco John scoreboard here in quarter number 3. Bowman over to Hayes. Hayes to Jolly. Jolly wants to take it inside, a running right hand. Came off the palm, batted around, last touch. Matter of fact, it went off the hand of McKinney. Laramie Plainsman fans disagree, but that one I saw.
Cheyenne East inbounded the basketball, a minute 54 to go here in the third quarter.
Inbounds to Schlabs. As Schlabs pump fakes and will draw the foul. Foul will be on Brown.
That'll be a second team foul call against the Plainsmen. As you mentioned, Levi Brown picking up the foul. That'll be his second.
Schlabs at the line to shoot two. First shot is good. We're tied again. $1:51 to go in the quarter. Second shot on the way. That one is also good as well. East leads by one. 38-37. Smith comes down quickly, gets a screen from Summers. Throws it up over Schlabs. That won't go. On the back of Bowman. Bowman comes down with a rebound. Quickly outlets it to Schlabs. Schlabs sends it back. Jackson for three. That one in and out and in. Holy moly. Wow. Talk about a huge bucket right there for the T-Birds. Boy, it's like he's got too much English on his shots tonight. Smith. Bad pass taken away by Bowman. Bowman. And he leaves it short off the front of the iron. As he had McKinney beat. The pressures of the state championship under a minute to play. Brown trying to get inside. Pump fakes. Throws it up. No good. Rebound into the hands of Jackson quickly down court. Mirich, he'll take it inside, and he'll bump into Summers. Summers should have number 3 now.
Team third called against the Plainsmen.
So Nathan Mirich will go to the line to shoot 2 with 46.4 seconds to go. Very critical free throws for Mirich.
As a foul will go against Levi Brown. He'll pick up his third.
That's a shock. It should have been on Summers. Brown was nowhere around.
It went against Brown, so again, that's either way a big foul because again, Brown's got 3. He's got 15 points. He leads the Plainsmen.
Mirich converts both free throws, and the East lead now is 4.
I think we have a score.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not 4. What do you have? 42-37, right?
Should be 40. If, again, both were made, should be 43.
43-37. There we go. Thank you. You're right again.
So, again, Mirich hitting both of those. Again, 9 points so far for Nathan.
Why is it always when we're on the floor, they got to have the screw-ups? In the backcourt, Smith gets it high on top to Alexander. Down low they go to Summers. Summers in the corner to Smith. 26 seconds to go. Down low again to Summers. He's double teamed. Sends it out to Smith in the corner. Throws one high out the window and good. 15 seconds to go. Jackson.
Gotta imagine East is gonna take the final shot here.
43-39. Schlabs. Jolly over to Mirich. Mirich sets up for the 3. Can't get it to go. Slides off the rim. 8 minutes to go in this game. East 43, Laramie 39. We're back after a 60-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
At Fat Boys Tire and Auto, our business is about more than just selling tires and fixing cars. We believe in faith, family, and community. The Fat Boys family has been serving Wyoming and Nebraska for over 50 years, and 3 generations later, our values have never changed. When you need tires or auto repairs, find the Fat Boys, and we'll treat you like family. Fat Boys Tire and Auto in Cheyenne, Laramie, Scottsbluff, and Wheatland. Get price quotes and schedule service at fatboystires.com.
17 years in the community and still striving to offer you the best value in a new vehicle. AJ Miller here for Kia of Cheyenne. Take a look at the new 2023 Kia Sorento. With the 2023 Kia Sorento, you have a choice of 3 models, 8 different trims, and 4 different all-weather drive modes. Some available features include 281 horsepower, 20-inch wheels, remote start, and climate control. Come into Kia of Cheyenne, call 775-0123 or go to kiaofcheyenne.com, and we'll make it easy.
Tick, tick, tick on the Taco John scoreboard, away from their first state championship since 2006. But Laramie for their first since 85.
What a hell of a battle that the Plainsmen are putting up here against Cheyenne East. Again, East was your #1 team throughout the, regular season, the Class 4A media poll. Again, the Wild Preps poll. But again, this Plainsmen team, I do believe as they come into this contest, again, overall, they are at least at the 500 mark.
Inbounds will come to Alexander, now to Chavez. Chavez, far side over to Alexander. On top they go to Brown, they'll lob it down low to Summers. Summers backing in, and off the window, can't get it to go, rimmed out. Right into the hands of Jolly.
Kind of the rare miss on the inside for Summers.
Yeah, that was very point blank.
As he's slowing things down.
Mirich far side, now to Jolly. Jolly over to Schlabs. Schlabs over to Mirich. Mirich finds Jackson outside. Lob it down low, and that's tipped away. I think Chavez got a paw on it.
That's where things get a little too fancy with the lob.
East just never learns. Brown loses it in the paint. And then there's a scrum. East basketball on the possession arrow.
And that's a dangerous as well, too. Again, the alley-oop attempt on the inside, especially with, again, Summers having the height advantage.
So for the T-Birds, they'll get the ball. We have completed 1 minute of play. They still lead by 4.
He's tied with the basketball here.
Jackson into the near court. Finds Schlabs, puts it down on the floor off the window and good. East leads a half dozen. 45-39.
Garrett Schlabs with 9 points this evening.
Brown looking for Summers, can't get it to him now to Bush. Back over to Brown, far side. Now they'll go down low to Summers. Summers over Jolly again. Left it short off the front of the iron. Nice job by Jolly not to leave his feet.
Summers looking for a foul, but absolutely, again, give credit.
Schlabs hands it over to Hayes. Hayes flips it to Jackson. Jackson slips by. High out the window, good. Summers this time commits the foul.
An unbelievable, just a tip on the inside. It falls through. Foul going against the Plainsmen. That'll be their fourth.
Laramie frustrated right now, 47-39. Timeout called by the Plainsmen. We'll be back after a 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Shake up how you wake up with a bolder breakfast at Taco John's. Hit snooze on the same old, and bite into crispy potato olays, bacon, and nacho cheese. It's always a good day for nacho cheese.
Get 2 mean potato breakfast burritos for just $6, only at Taco John's.
The Lady Thunderbirds earlier this morning, seems like forever ago, Nick. They captured the third place crown of the Class 4A division. East right now looking to capture the first place crown. So more hardware coming back to the Cheyenne East Thunderdome.
And as it sets up, 6:14 to go in this contest, 47-39 again. Drew Jackson with an amazing, just beautiful shot and drive on the inside. Picks up the foul on Summers. He'll pick up his third, team's fourth called against the Laramie Plainsmen. And again, Jackson up to the line here for the end and one opportunity.
So for Jackson, he'll toe the mark for Cheyenne East to give him a 9-point advantage. Eyes it, fires it, and gets 6-14 on the Taco John's scoreboard.
Drew Jackson with 15 points here in this ball game.
Bush being hounded by Schlabs, a pair of number 2s battling with each other. Brown on top, over to Bush, far side, hold everything. A whistle comes in, it's going to be on Jolly, and that'll be his third.
Team's third whistle against Cheyenne East. So again, Kaiser, as you mentioned, picking up his third foul, as it looks like he'll have to take a seat.
Ballman will come in on the next horn. Inbounds and wide open is Chavez, who fell asleep at the wheel there for Cheyenne East.
He'll pick up his first points of the evening.
And a bump in the backcourt. Now it's getting tight.
Team's fifth called against the Plainsmen right there.
So Brown picks up the foul. That should be number 3 on him. So Bowman will come in for Jolly. East will get a lot smaller. T-Birds need to answer back with a bucket here.
3 players for the Plainsmen, all sitting with 3 fouls. Bush, Brown, and Summers.
Marich on the far side. On a bounce over to Hayes. Again, staying outside to Schlabs, Jackson. Bowman sneaks in and throws up a brick. Just nothing but glass. Boy, this is not the Brendan Bowman we saw last night. Quickly, Brown hustles in, gets by everybody, and then will commit the foul. As Brown will head to the line to shoot 2. East has had these kind of lapses this evening.
Team's fourth called against Cheyenne East. Bowman will pick up that foul, his second. Stops the clock, 5:23 to go.
First shot is good, 48-42.
Levi Brown again leading all scorers this evening with 16 points.
5:23 on the Taco John scoreboard, and the lead is 5, 48-43. Hayes over the timeline, finds Jackson far side. Jackson on top to Bowman. Bowman to Hayes. Hayes wanted to get inside. Summers cut that off. Now they'll get it to Schlabs. Now to Bowman in the corner. Bowman drives down low. Schlabs off the window and good. He got the inside position on Brown and kisses it off the glass. It's 50-43 plus East burned about 30 seconds there. Summers finds Alexander near side on the angle. Now they'll fire it over to Bush. Now to Brown. They're losing valuable seconds right now. Brown wanting to get inside. Pump fakes, throws it up. Couldn't get it to bank home over the back of Jackson. But Hayes will come down with the rebound.
Sizing things up very quickly. Laramie does have timeouts left. Again, they do have at least one foul to give.
Schlabs staying outside the arc. Over to Bowman. Time is on their side right now, as the Stones would say. Marich, Bowman to Hayes. On a bounce back out to Schlabs. We got 4 minutes exactly to go. Schlabs finds Marich open for the three. Bang! And a Nathan Marich tray buries the Plainsmen down by 10, 53-43.
How about 4 T-Birds, all with double figures this evening?
The junior popping a big bucket. Summers, who has the height advantage now until Jolly comes back in. Kisses one off the window. It's 53-45. That was a nice offensive effort by Cheyenne where they've milked a lot of clock.
See if they can do it here.
Bowman
success.
Over to Hayes. Hayes again staying outside, near side. In between the rings to Schlabs, far side over to Hayes. Hayes now to Bowman. Bowman now to Schlabs. Schlabs trying to work on Brown. Off the window from the left side, good. It's 55-45, 3 minutes to go in this season for the T-Birds.
Again, Laramie does have 3 timeouts remaining. As again, 2:50 to go.
Bush to Brown. Brown wanting to get inside. Kicks it over to Chavez in the corner for 3. That rims out. Nice job by Summers. And again, he's dominating underneath. And a timeout called by the Plainsmen. That allowed Jolly to come back in. 2:40 to go. East 55, Laramie 47. We'll be back after a 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Each of us comes with a different story, a different way of looking at the world. So whatever it is that makes you different will make all the difference. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
Jolly will come in. He's got 3 fouls. So does Summers. They'll match up in the paint now. East has an 8-point advantage. And it's time for them to burn some clock and find that open guy. Schlabs almost threw it away. Jackson back to Schlabs. Now back over to Jackson. Far side.
Again, Laramie, if they so choose, does have 1 at least foul to give.
Hayes on a bounce over to Marich. Marich finds Jolly in between the loops, throws it in and out of the hands of Hayes, back to Jolly. Jolly dumps it back to Schlabs. Schlabs in the corner to Marich. Now to Hayes. They have burned a lot of time now. 2:13 to go in the game.
If you're Laramie, you got to start making moves here.
Schlabs dumps it down low to Jolly off the window. He blew the bunny. Gets it back high off the window. That one will go. Oh my. He was wide open. And he'll get the second opportunity to fall.
10-point lead for Cheyenne East.
Brown has his shot rejected. No. Kaiser Jolly has picked up. No, they're going to call that on Jackson.
That will be Jackson's 3rd foul. Team's 5th whistled against Cheyenne East.
So for Drew, that is his 3rd. Levi Brown will be shooting 2. First shot, perfect. I don't know if that was that bad of a block there. Looked like Jolly got ball for sure. $1:45 to go. The East lead is 9. Second shot. That is no good. And Jolly comes down with the board quickly to Mirich.
A rare miss from the free throw line for Brown.
Mirich on the far side flips it back to Schlabs. Schlabs takes it all the way with the right hand off the window and good. It's 59-48. Jaden Smith, who checked in for Summers, gives it off to Bush for three. As Bush hits the trifecta. 59-51. 80 seconds to go in this season. Schlabs. He'll want to take it in, off the window, good, count the bucket, he's fouled. Garrett Schlabs, the senior's taken over here over the last minute and a half.
Count the basket, it's good. 6 whistle going against Laramie Plainsmen. That was the last one they could give, as that one will go against Levi Brown. He'll pick up his 4th foul.
So Chavez will come out, and we will see Summers back in. We've got 71 seconds to go. Shot on the way, and Schlabs completes the old-fashioned three. That's what senior leadership does for you. They can take over that quick. Brown flips it over to Summers. Summers has to send it out to Brown. Lock and load for three. That's good. It's 62-51. A timeout called by Laramie. 56.9 seconds to go. 62-54 our score. We'll be back after a 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Suddenly it's all so clear with Gill Windows. Your home deserves the very best. That's what we give to you. When it comes to vinyl windows, no need to be confused. We manufacture in Wyoming, build them all right here. 'Cause we know the climate. Suddenly it's all so clear with Gill Windows.
Well, Nick, just under 57 seconds to go. If the Thunderbirds are to win, I don't know how lucky we'll be in getting Rusty Horsley over to the table.
I don't think it's going to be possible at all. Again, he's going to want to celebrate with his team, as, again, he's going to set a feat that, again, hasn't been done since 2006. And that's the last time that the Cheyenne Thunderbirds won at least a state title. Again, infamously with James Johnson, again, NBA player right now. Again, representing Cheyenne East. Again, right now, East High Thunderbirds leading by 8, 62-54. Ball out to at least to the Cheyenne Thunderbirds.
Well, again, now the Plainsmen do foul. And quickly, Jackson on the run. Jackson gets underneath, off the glass, good. They make short work of that, back up by 10, 64-54. Brown, he wants to drive inside, throws up a running right hand, that's good. Count the bucket and the foul on Schlabs.
6 whistle going against the Thunderbirds right there. Schlabs will pick up the foul, his 3rd.
Brown will be at the line to go for the old-fashioned three at 64-56. Laramie Plainsmen won't go and die. And give them their credit. They are playing hard. Hayes will find Schlabs to bring it in. Back to Hayes in the backcourt. He is grabbed by Chavez. And Cam will go to line. 1 in penalty with 42.3 seconds to go. The lead is 64-57.
As that one will go against Chavez, he'll pick up his 1st foul. Team 7th whistle against the Plainsmen. So again, bonus time for Cheyenne East. How about Levi Brown again for the Plainsmen? 24 points this evening.
Summers will come back in. Chavez will sit down. For Cam, well, as we've said over and over and over, front side most important of the free throws. And guess what? The junior drills it. Good. 65-57. Again, the Thunderbirds just 42 seconds away from etching their name in history here in Casper. Second shot, perfect.
How about for the East High Thunderbirds this evening? They are a perfect 10 from 10 from the free throw line.
66-57. Brown drives in, off the window and good. And then a timeout called by Drew Evans with 33.3 seconds to go. East will trade bucket for bucket we'll keep it here at 66-59.
Laramie out of timeouts, and again, do want to stand corrected on the free throw. Again, 11 of 11 tonight for the Cheyenne Thunderbirds. Again, we talked about it during the regular season. East has struggled from the free throw line. Again, that was a team that, again, had its ups and downs with the charity stripe. They are a perfect 100% tonight, so give credit to the Eastside Thunderbirds working on that. As again, 33 seconds to go. East leading 66-59. Again, no fouls to give if you're the Laramie Plainsmen. Again, no timeouts remaining as well, too. So, again, got to draw up a couple plays here if you are the Plainsmen.
Well, you know, where I said inconsistent in the first half, this is the T-Bird team we're used to seeing here in the second half.
Well, and again, that's what I kind of talked about as we were heading into the second half. Again, will it be that explosive offensive team, that high-speed, high-power team that we've seen over this past couple, at least, weeks? It certainly has been, as, again, they are leading.
All right, we welcome you back to the Ford Wyoming Center. Larry Proietti, Nick Proietti.
And ball will be to Cheyenne East here to inbound. Got to imagine that Laramie's going to immediately just foul.
Oh, absolutely. Schlabs again. Looks for the long ball, and Mirich will be fouled in the backcourt. Jackson was wide open, and they couldn't get the ball to him. Mirich will come to the free throw line again, needing to hit the front side, 34.1 seconds to go. You got Summers along with Brown coming back in. Chavez along with McKinney will step on out. One in penalty. That is the 8th team foul. First shot, perfect. East needing them down the stretch and getting them.
As East continues to be perfect.
As at 67-59. Second shot on the way. That one also is good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. And East up by 9. Quickly, Brown into the near court. Loses the ball. Loose on the floor, but picked up by Summers. He'll launch a long-range three. That won't go. Jackson clears the board and will be fouled in the backcourt with 21.5 seconds to go. Turn out the lights. The party is over.
That seals the deal. Team's 9th whistled against the Plainsmen. That one will go against Carson Bush. He'll pick up his 5th foul, so he will exit out of this contest.
So Bush, the point guard, and again, for him, he's only a junior. He'll be back. He'll be a thorn again in the Thunderbird side next season. Drew Jackson at the line, 1 in penalty. Shot on the way is no good. Rebound. Jolly couldn't save it. Into the hands of Brown. Brown over the timeline with 16 seconds. Long range three partially blocked. Hayes saves it into the hands of Jackson. Jackson will spin it on out into the corner, and East will be state champions for the year 2022-2023. Not since 2006 have the Thunderbirds had that opportunity to go on stage and collect the big prize. Lady Thunderbirds finishing 3rd this year. Cheyenne East winning the state championship, 68-59. Congratulations to Rusty Horsley, his staff, and to the T-Birds, again, who I thought were inconsistent in the first half, came out and played a much better second half.
Got to imagine that we had a feeling that they were going to, and they did. Again, absolutely congratulations, Cheyenne East Thunderbirds getting it done. Again, they were the odds-on favorite to win the state title. They get it done. And again, Coach Rusty Horsley, who has won as a girls coach, now wins as a boys coach. And again, finally gets at least kind of the sweep for Cheyenne East, as again, picking up that 4A state championship. So again, for Laramie County, Burns, Lady Bronx, Pine Bluffs Hornets, now the Cheyenne East Thunderbirds. 3 out of 4 potential state titles for Laramie County all belong here at the Cap City.
And you know, it's interesting too with Rusty, as you mentioned, he won on the girls' side and he's won now on the boys' side. And it doesn't get old. It's always sweet each time you get an opportunity to go back to that stage and collect the trophy. And again, the plaque, the banner heads back to the Thunderdome for Cheyenne East. And again, not one but 2 banners of first place for the guys, third place for the girls this year.
So not bad. Again, representation for Cheyenne East doing well. Again, gets a sweep here on Championship Saturday. Again, third place for the East High Lady Thunderbirds. And again, a 4A state championship for the East High Thunderbirds here to round out, again, the 2022-2023 season.
And for the Cheyenne East Thunderbirds, here's the situation for the T-Birds. Eastern Laramie County, Pine Bluffs. Burns, 20 miles away. Cheyenne has a champion as well, too. Again, final score, East wins by the count of 69. Check that, 68-59. Let's check out the final numbers while we got a shot. For the Laramie Plainsmen, they shot 23 of 50 for the game, 46% from the land of 3, 5 of 16, 31%. Free throw shooting, 67%. Led by Levi Brown's 26 points. Neil Summers had 13. 6 points for Carson Bush, 8 points for Max Alexander, 2 for Brandon Chavez, and 4 points off the bench for Jaden Smith. 26 boards, leading board getter was Summers. Summers with a double-double, 13 and 11 for the Plainsmen. They only turned the ball over 8 times, Nick. Again, had a good night otherwise, and 4 steals. For the Cheyenne East Thunderbirds, they went 24, 49, 49%, much better than they were in the first half when they shot 38.5%. 7 of 17 beyond the arc, 41%. And free throw shooting, as you mentioned, very key, 13 of 14, 93%. Leading the way, well, you had 4 T-Birds in double digits tonight. You had Schlabs with 18, 17 for Drew Jackson, 14 for Nathan Mirich. Cam Hayes had 12. 3 of those 4 coming back next season for Rusty Horsley. Also scoring, Kaiser Jolly was 7, and that wraps up the scoring for Cheyenne East. 30 total rebounds. Leading board getter was Kaiser Jolly. He had 8. 8 turnovers for Cheyenne East, and they had 5 steals. Scoring by the quarters, Laramie 12, 16, 11, 20 for their 59 points. For the T-Birds, 16, 10, 17, and 25 for their 68 points.
Again, congrats to Cheyenne East. A valiant effort by the Laramie Plainsmen to get a team that came out of nowhere. Again, I called it as a dark horse to get it to this point. But again, Cheyenne East, they were number 1 throughout the entire, at least, regular season. Again, that at least that ranked number 1 team according to the Wild Preps Media and Coaches Poll. They get it done. And again, for Coach Rusty Horsley, and again, that entire Thunder.
Let's get ready to wrap things up, Nick. We got a long, long ride home. Again, the celebration's on stage. They're going to be up there for a while.
As they're already unplugging things, as again, who knows what else they'll unplug here, but take this opportunity to thank our fine sports sponsors here for one last time. Here on 1480 K, we'd like to thank Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union, MHP LLP, Lennox Auto Body and the Auto Glass and Detail Center, Cheyenne Regional Medical Center, Holiday Motors, Platte Valley Bank, Merritt Plumbing and Heating, Cheyenne Neurological, Cheyenne Package Ship, the Gill Window Company, Kia of Cheyenne, Wyoming Department of Transportation, First Tier Bank, YO Print LLC, Burns Insurance Company, Fat Boys Tire and Auto, Shine Auto Repair and Service. Also, too, would like to thank United States Air Force Recruiting, Chick-fil-A across from Powersfield and Windmill and Dell Range, 2 Doors Down, Medicamp Pharmacy, Pages Act Lane and Number 1 Properties, GiveConnections.net, the Donut Shop on Central Avenue, Affordable Computer Repair, and last but not least, Taco John's our scoreboard sponsor. Final, East 68, Laramie 59, East, your 4A state champs.
They're about ready to douse the lights on us, so we're going to get ready to call it a night. Thank you to our board op back at the house, Lanny Dasis. Thank you so much for pushing the right buttons. We're going to take a month off. I'm going to need about a month off to get my voice back on track. Again, thank you to Nick Proietti providing us with the pictures as well as what you can do here due to NFHS restrictions. Again, East wins as they win by the count of 68-59. State champions 2023, first time since 2006. Congratulations to Rusty Horsley, also to athletic director Jerry Schlabs, principal Sam Marich, everybody. So congratulations to all involved from Cheyenne East. So for Lanny and Nick, I'm Larry Proietti. Take care, and we now return to regular programming.